Hey world, it's being when we come back to another video. In fact, this video here is to just give you some clarity on exactly what the stimulus check is going to do for you from a positive and a negative standpoint. From a positive standpoint, you know, it's going to be able to help you purchase or pay some of the debts that you may need to pay off here in the next month or so. But negatively, it's going to affect you in the sense where it's actually just a tax credit. Now that could be looked at from a negative and a positive standpoint, but you know, you would think that, you know, this stimulus check was something that was to stimulate you, but it wasn't. It was to stimulate the economy. They expect you to get this $1,200 and go spend it. And then at the end of the year 2020, when you get your tax returns, you have a $1,200 credit. All right? Now that's basically saying that, you know, if you were to get $2,400 in a tax refund next year, you're only gonna get $1,200 because remember, you just got $1,200. You dig? And that's the thing you need to kind of think about when you're looking at. And like I say, and if you owe $1,200 next year in taxes, you won't have to pay $1,200. You'll be zero. So that's the positive aspect of it. But to think that it was just going to be free money, nothing's free. You dig? And as far as 401K's, just doing the research on it and just kind of just looking at it from a historical analysis. I mean, what government and what corporations that actually, you know, look out for the best interests of their employees would even adopt a 401K plan as a retirement or an additional retirement process when they know that every 7 to 10 years the 401Ks are going to be disrupted because of the economy, because of the stock market. You know, you remember your 401Ks are tied up in all equities and bonds. That's Wall Street. And when the Federal Reserve have such an influence on the outcome of Wall Street, on the outcome of whether or not this economy is good or bad in reference to the liquidity, in reference to quantitative easing and quantitative tightening, that affects this economy directly. And so if you know that every time, every month, every 2 weeks that you contribute to a 401K, even if the corporation is matching it, and you do well for 10 years or 7 years, then all of a sudden the stock market goes into a recession or depression or crash, you know you've lost from just a recessionary standpoint, 20%. I mean, they even can tell you like what percentage of the market or the economy drops, whether or not it's a recession or depression or anything like that, because they pretty much controls it. If the market drops 20%, you're in a recession. So if you have $1 million and you lose $20,000 due to a recession and you're in retirement age, how are you gonna make that back up? So that tells you right there, just a scam. And what governmental agency or what corporation would allow their, you know, employees to be put in such a high-risk situation when it comes to their retirement? You would think they would make sure that you're able to secure your retirement, secure financial stability in your, you know, senior years, and not have it be put at risk like 401Ks, 403Bs, and 457s. It's cognitive dissonance. It's amazing that majority of Americans don't see that. You know why? Because the majority of Americans don't know how the economy works. I promise you, if the majority of Americans knew how the economy works, they would never, ever, or if they did contribute or participate in 401K, they would know exactly when to get out and when to get in, because it's not a situation where you just let it ride. Okay? So like I say, family, the stimulus check is basically just a tax credit. And your 401Ks are scams because every 7 to 10 years you're going to lose at least 20% of your income or 20% of what you've saved. Who does that? Alright? So just a little food for thought, family. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High to bring you joy. And being with is out of 5,000.